One, right? It's like my third time trying to do this lesson, right? So I guess you know what I'm saying. Force is working against me, right? So let me get back into this, man. This where I was at, and you keep going out on me. So this what you've been given as somebody to look up to. A lot of these young women look up to these so-called celebrities, these rappers, etc., because they are perceived to have so-called the wealth of this world. That's the reason why they want to be like them. And also, a lot of our people don't have the correct guidance, so they look up to these celebrities, these rappers, these entertainers to pattern their life after Salakia. So you got this demon here, unsexy red, right? And you got to ask yourself, who is who own the record companies, right? You don't Jake just look at the problem, but Jake don't see nothing further than what he can see. So no so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans control any of these record companies. They all controlled by Edomites, right? So I'm gonna show you. Look at this demon, right? And she pushed nothing but debauchery, and it ain't her. They're making her. She's just a puppet, right? She just used as an object to enchant you jakes to get you under wickedness. And so you can copy this and go out there and promote and do wickedness, right? So she's used as a tool of social engineering. And you got these little dusty ninjas, right? These rappers that got their pants off their ass, blunts in their ear, right? Don't even know if they coming or going, these little ninjas, right? Terrorizing, you know what I'm saying, their own community, selling drugs, glorifying drug dealing, glorifying robbing, glorifying murdering their own brother, glorifying, you know what I'm saying, women twerking. You got these women twerking everywhere. Why? Because they see these things in these videos, and they repeat them. The enchantments, right? And goes on and on. Who's behind the scene pushing this? The Edomites. Because Jake don't own shit, right? It's just common sense. So you Jake's not pinpointing the problem, right? Because you got a burning love for the so-called white. Can't do no wrong. Social engineering. What does this mean? It says management of human beings in accordance with their place and function in society. You hear this? So they have created and molded these different genres of personalities that they want you to, want you to copy, like this degenerate demon walking STD right here. And Jake can't put two and two together. Jake can't understand that this is an enchantment. She's a witch, you know. That's it. 666. She's storing it up. She have solar people for fame and so-called fortune. But who's behind the scene? Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because the Lord Yahweh has sworn that that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So Amalek is the head tribe of Esau Edom that relabeled himself as white, right? That's relabeled himself as Jewish, right? These Amalekites that's posing as the real biblical so-called Jews, and we never called ourselves Jews. That's new speech. We never called ourselves Israeli. We never called ourselves Jewish, right? Let's go here. So who controls all this? I'm gonna go back to this devil in a minute. So when Kanye West had that phone, he had his phone out, and he was going through all the stuff that the Jewish people control. They control everything in America, right? So let's go to the music industry. So you won't think I'm making anything up, because you can't get this far up, right? Your Drakes and your Future. Look at Future. He promote drug dealing, killing, adultery, doing drugs. That's all he really talk about is drinking syrup and promoting syrup. And you people don't have a problem with that, but you got a problem with us though, right? That means you love wickedness. It says music industry. It says, look, Atlantic Records, all these, everything got a source to it. It's a source to the wickedness. Look at this. All of them Jewish right here. It says list of Jewish American business people in media, right? Let's see some of the bigger record labels, It says at the top, MCA. You got Sony, RCA Records, Atlantic Records, all Jewish people behind the scenes pushing these artists to you. It says Warner. That's another big one. I think it's 4 major record labels, and it's all these other smaller labels that's governed by the 4 major ones, right? Let's go here. I mean, Asylum Records. You know, it goes on and on. They control it all. We've been trying to tell you, Jakes, but you ninjas are always at the late show. Right here. Universal Music Publishing. These are all Jewish people, right? They control it all. And I went to this particular devil. Let me go back. Columbia Records, all of them. See, everything, right? So Sony Music Group. I'm sorry, Salakia. Sony Music Entertainment. Look, goes on and on. They own it all. So that's the reason why you got these artists like Future, like Unsexy Red, like the Cardi B's, that enchant these women because these women want to copy these behavior what these women wear. Jake, that's why he wears his pants off his ass, right? You know what I'm saying? With a blunt in his ear, listen to this deaf music, right? Let me find this one I just came from, Salakia. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Salakia. Def Jam Records at the top. Columbia Records, RCA. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for one in particular, one I just came from. But you see why the music's so satanic, because they use these artists to, you know, seduce you Jakes to do wickedness. You know what I'm saying? That's what the music is, one of the main tools to control you Jakes, right? To keep you socially engineered, you know what I'm saying, under this seduction with the music. Salakia, I was looking for the one I just came from. Give me 1 second, Salakia. Okay, I found the Jerry Heller. That's the one that I wanted to go in particular. Right here. It says Jerry Elliott Heller was an American music manager and businessman. He was best known for his management of West Coast rap and gangster rap pioneers NWA. They was all actors, right? I think the only person in that group that was semi into the streets was Eazy-E, which he was a low level. But the rest of these guys was playing a role, right? Because Ice Cube, he came from like if I'm not mistaken, he was into acting and all the other stuff. These dudes they really like nerds. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre was inside of this group, a dance group, used to wear tight ass clothes. So none of these dudes who you thought they was, right? And if I said something incorrectly, Salakia, like I said, be so much stuff that we go over. I want to show you. I'm going to show you proof. It says Jewish influence in rhythm and blues. What they got to do with that, right? So let's go. I'm going to the main part. But they control everything, man. It says at the top, Jewish owned record companies and promotion of so-called African American music. There you go, you Jakes. So they was tailor fitting this music to control and enchant you Jakes to act a certain way. Whatever they want, whatever style and whatever fashion they want to push, they would use the music, the rappers, the musicians, the entertainers to wear these clothing so you can copy it. Because Jake is sheep. They follow what they see. And I can read all this, but it's just going in more in depth. Like I say, you can go do your own research. They was manipulating, using Jake, the same old, right? This guy here, and some of you Jackson saw this dude, all over the place right here. But I remember he was on the Breakfast Club, and he a Jewish, you know what I'm saying? But he's behind all your big rappers like the Migos and, so on and so forth. Push this debaucherous music. Look at him. Straight devil, right? So they control your music, what you hear, what you see. These rap videos are big enchantment because these young Jakes want to get the fame and fortune, so they copy it. But I think this phone gonna cut off on me, so I'm gonna call it a lesson. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Hala Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Kwadash. Shalom.